Good morning, students. So, today we are going to solve exercise questions. See, in the previous class, I have given you the entire formula list of fertility rates, isn't it? Now, using those formula as well as the measurement of population formula also I have given. If you remember that, PT equals to P naught plus births minus deaths plus immigrant minus emigrant, right? Initially, in the first video, I have explained that measurement of population formula. Why we have to use that measurement of population? Tell me. For finding the population between two intercensal years. Generally, census enumeration is failed to provide vital statistics between censal years. To avoid and to overcome, we have to apply this formula. PT equals to P naught plus births minus deaths plus immigrant minus emigrants. I and E you can remember easily. Immigrant, like imported, who has come from other countries to India. E means emigrant, exported, who have gone to other countries from India. Who came to India, who left India. Remember these two, I and E. From international point of view, this point is very much essential, I and E. So let us have problem number 1. Here, at the end of 2011, the population was given 10,05,000 in a town, and number of births occurred at the end of 2012 was 13,030. Number of deaths at the end of 2012 was given 10,000. Number of immigrants at the end of 2012 was given 65,000. And number of immigrants at the end of 2012 was given 20,000. Estimate the population at the end of 2012. Now 2011 end, you know the population. And then in entire 2012 year, how many births occurred, how many deaths occurred, and how many immigrants and how many emigrants. All that information numerically they have given. Problem number 1, exercise question. Just we need to estimate by the end of 2012 what would be the population in that particular town. I said you 2012 was a intercensal year because earlier 2011 was census year and the coming 2021 is a census year, future, right? Between that 2012 is a intercensal year. So census enumeration is failed to do that. That's the reason we are using measurement of population. Substitute all the terms. PT equals to P naught plus births minus deaths plus immigrant minus emigrant. Substitute P naught 2011 end population 10,05,000. Births minus deaths. Births are given and deaths are given. Substitute. And immigrant minus emigrant. Substitute. All these substitution you will be getting at the end of 2012 population is 10,53,030. That means there 10,05,000 was 11th year population. 2011 end population was 10,05,000. Now 2012 end, how much the population increased? Nearly 48,000. It is increased. 48,000 population is increased from 10,05,000 to 10,53,030. This is how to estimate the population between intercensal year. So all of a sudden any year we can calculate. So now 2012 year end we have got. Suppose 2013 end, what would be the population? Just 2012 end population we have to add and subtract births, deaths, immigrant and emigrants. Again 2013 end you will be getting the population. Simultaneously till the 2012 2020, if you calculate like this, at the end of 2021 the population will be announced in public. I mean, population will be declared in India, isn't it? So this is how the population has to be calculated between intercensal years. So please note down the question and the solution. Exercise question 1 it is. Next, look at that. Question number 2. Population of a village was given 8,000, and then in that village number of live births occurred 250. So once again I repeat, the population of a village was given 8,000. In one village there was a population around 8,000, and in that 8,000 population 250 births occurred. So number of live births are 250. Calculate the fertility rate, CBR, crude birth rate. As I said you, total births by total population into 1000. Very simple method. Detailed information need not be taken. So total births 250, and then total population 8,000. If you calculate together, 250 by 8,000 into 1000. So now what is the birth rate per every 1000 population? 31.25 births. Approximately 31 births were occurring per 1000 population. See here, 250 births overall out of among 8,000. Simple, 250 by 8,000 per 1000 population if you take. For every 1000 population we have 31 births. Clear? And this 1000 population all including male and female, but age and sex compositions we have not considered in CBR, right? This is just a brief idea about birth rate per 1000 population. So 31 births were occurring from 1000 population. So this is how the CBR has to be calculated. So total births by total population, 250 births, 8,000 population into 1000. So 31.25, that means approximately 31 births were happening every 1000 population. This is how the CBR has to be calculated. Just make a note. I'll just give you 5 seconds. Problem number 1 about measurement of population between censal year, that is 2012, and question number 2 calculating CBR using births as well as population. Right? Shall we go to the next one? Now the next question is, female population of childbearing age was given 1,60,000. So in a village, female population of childbearing age, what is the childbearing age? 15 to 49. By default it is given female population of childbearing age 1,60,000 population, only female population, remember. And then number of live births 2,480. So total live births are 2,480. Right? So total number of live births occurred in that village is 2,480 out of female population 1,60,000. Now here female population sex composition we have taken into consideration. Calculate GFR, general fertility rate. Now tell me the formula. Number of live births divided by female population in childbearing age multiplied by 1000. Substitute the values. 2,480 divided by 1,60,000 into 1000. So by calculating this, 15.5 births per 1000 female population of childbearing age. Now every 1000 female population having age 15 to 49 between, we have 15.5 births. That means approximately 16 births were happening to 1000 females. Out of 1000 females having age 15 to 49 in between, 16 births were happening, it seems. This is how the fertility rate has to be calculated. Am I clear? So let us have one more time. Question number 3. Female population was given 1,60,000 in that village, and number of live births occurring 2480. So calculate general fertility rate. That means number of live births divided by female population of childbearing age multiplied by 1000. So substitute the values. 2480 divided by 1,60,000 into 1000. You will be getting the answer 15.5 births per 1000 female population of childbearing age. So we conclude this: for every 1000 female population between 15 to 49 age, we have approximately 16 births in that village out of 1,60,000 population, female population. For every 1000 female population, we have 16 births approximately, who is under the age 15 to 49 between. Clear? So this is how the GFR has to be calculated. Just make a note. Just everything, make a note of it, so you can calculate further. If you have these notes, you will understand the concept very easily. Just by listening, nothing you gain. So by seeing this class, better to follow. Keep one notebook and just make a note everything. I am giving you enough time, plenty of time to noting the information. So anyhow, the video is in your hand. You can just put a pause button and then you can make a note of it, and then you can further listen the class. Now, shall we jump into the main conclusion? Main concept. Calculating all together now. Individually we have seen when direct data is mentioned. Now, detailed information is given. Now we have to calculate all together. So let us jump into the main concept. Problems. 5-mark problems. See there. Question number 8. So please understand from 3rd to 8th why I have skipped this. We are discussing only fertility rates. So questions about fertility rates only I have solved here. Clear? So when I teach furthermore reproductive rates, mortality rates, in between these questions also will come into the concept. Clear? So let us see. Question number 8. Calculate CBR, GFR and ASFR for age group 25 to 39. So remember, ASFR for only this age group 25 to 39 we should calculate. Clear? See the question here. Age 0 to 14, 15 to 24, 25 to 39, 40-49, 50 to 79, 80 and above. Clear? Male population 46,000, 34,000, 39,000, 30,000, 27,000, 3,000. Female population 43,000, 35,000, 38,000, 28,000, 26,000 and 4,000. Now number of live births are given. So generally live births occurring to women during childbearing, that is 15 to 49. If you see births under which age group they have given, from 15 to 49 only live births are given. Others all they have put blank, nil. So 15 to 24 age live births 6,846, 25 to 39 3,893, 40 to 49 674. Now first and foremost question, it is asked to calculate CBR. I said you CBR calculation, just we need total births by total population irrespective of male and female, right? Because CBR does not consider sex compositions. We have to calculate both male and female population total. So let us have the totals of male population and female population. Male population total is 1,79,000. Female population total is 1,74,000. Calculate properly. So I got these values. Hope you get the same. And live births total, all three together, if you calculate, 11,413 total. I have got this total. Please check. Calculate once again. So first and foremost, you need to calculate CBR. For CBR, we require total population, whether it is male or female, together we have to taken into considered. So male population total and female population total together you calculate, and then total number of live births. See, after calculating the totals, see there, CBR equals to number of live births divided by total population in that year into 1000. So total live births how much? 11413 divided by total population. Here they did not mention only female because CBR does not consider age as well as sex compositions. That's why that point has become demerit, and this method is not the suitable method to calculate the fertility rate. This is just to give you a brief idea how to calculate the fertility rate. Clear? So after substituting the values, the CBR, see there, 11413 total live births divided by male and female population together total is 3,53,000 multiplied by 1000. So for every 1000 population we have 32.3, approximately 32 births. Now GFR. GFR means immediately you need to observe childbearing 15 to 49 female population only. See this question, 15 to 49. So female population from 15 to 49, only this total should be taken, only these three total from 15 to 49 only. These three total if you take, you will be getting 1,01,000 population between childbearing age 15 to 49, and births means same, 15 to 49 births. So that 15 to 49 is a childbearing age of woman. Same female population also childbearing population should be taken, and then live births also childbearing age of females live births should be taken. So 11413 divided by 1,01,000 into 1000, you will be getting the answer 113 births per 1000 female population of childbearing age. So this is how the GFR has to be calculated, right? Very carefully you observe, whenever you calculate GFR, childbearing 15 to 49 alone should be taken, births as well as female population. For CBR not required overall, but wherein GFR you have to consider only childbearing 15 to 49. That's the reason in the formula also we have to mention childbearing age, female population. Next, ASFR only age group 25 to 39. So only age group 25 to 39 means this one. We have 38,000 female population, 3893 number of live births. So substitute here 3893 divided by 38,000 into 1000, you will be getting 102.447. So ASFR for the age group 25 to 39, you will be getting 102.45. See, just make a note once again. CBR calculation, births by population into 1000 overall, including male and female population. GFR, overall births between age group 15 to 49 divided by only female population between 15 to 49. We get GFR. And ASFR, only 25 to 39 age group births as well as female population alone should be considered, particular specific age calculation. Clear? Just make a note. Thank you.